Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar'S. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate that. Now, with all of this in mind, I'm not going to be talking about price action at all in this video. I'm saving that for a video that I'm going to be pushing out later, but when we are talking about Hedera, I'm going to be talking to you guys about, a lot of adoption happening within the Hedera ecosystem, and why I do believe that this executive order that just got released yesterday is so extremely bullish for Hedera and the crucial things that are happening along the way to spark mass adoption of the Hedera ecosystem. So let's just dive in and let's talk about this. Let's not waste any more time. So first off, I do want to start with the idea that we just hit 400,000 accounts, or basically watch list on CoinMarketCap. Now, these are 400,000 accounts that are on CoinMarketCap that are adding Hbar to their watch list to make sure that they are paying attention to where Hbar basically is. Now, this actually increased 30% in less than 110 days. Shout out to Hbar Tower for these statistics. Incredible individual, by the way. If you guys aren't following them on Twitter, you guys should definitely be following them. But as you guys do see, back in November 18th, 2021, we were at about 303,000 watch lists. So this is actually pretty significant. This number actually increased by 50% in less than 70 days back then. So again, we're seeing a lot of interest growing within the Hbar ecosystem and just overall network. So incredible to see. And now I want to talk to you guys about what is sparking a massive adoption of Hbar as well. And here we have it. After my experience with Phantom, I'm giving Hbar a close look, researching now. Opening my phone to all of these notifications. Also, after researching, immediately went in on Hbar. So again, these are individuals that are looking at Hbar, researching it, and understanding the value of it. And they went all in. Well, I shouldn't say all in, but they went immediately in on Hbar. And this is clearly why I tell everyone to do your own research. You got to understand what Hedera is building, and Hbar, powering everything on Hedera, is so extremely bullish. And we do see here, no hate to Phantom FDN or Phantom holders, but with all the chaos this morning, DeFi on Hedera just got even more bullish. As users from networks like Phantom look for new protocols, the prospect of TVL booming on Hedera just moon. Phantom, holders say hello to Hbar, and this is true. Listen, I don't want to say anything about Phantom. I don't want to talk to you guys about the Phantom situation. I've discussed my, concerns with Phantom a long time ago, especially in terms of their source code for their project and stuff like that. But yes, this is actually very crucial. This is a huge update from Phantom as well. If you guys missed it, basically, Anton Nell, he's basically leaving Phantom, and we do see here, Andre and I have decided that we are closing the chapter of contributing to the DeFi/crypto space. There are around 25 apps and services that we are terminating on April 3rd, 2022, most notably, and they list, a few here. Unlike previous building in DeFi sucks rage quits, this is not a knee-jerk reaction to the hate received from, releasing a project, but a decision that has been, coming for a while now, thanks to everyone who supported us over the past few years. Now, again, this sucks to see, but at the end of the day, like I said, I've expressed my concerns with Phantom in the past. I'm not going to talk bad on a project or anything like that, but I will say this. I don't like to take a negative and turn it into a positive, but this is very good for Hbar adoption as well. I think that there's going to be a lot of developers, a lot of individuals that were holding, Phantom or so, moving over to Hbar. And again, here's an individual that was, working on Phantom. Maybe they were a developer, whatever the case may be here. And now they were looking into Hbar and instantly went in once they did the research on Hbar. And this is clearly why, like I said, do your own research. And we also see here, it's official, external staking is coming to Hedera. Hbar is one of 5 coins targeted to be listed in 2022. Stator raised another 12.5 million in October. Their valuation is now over, basically at 450 million. 20,000 unique wallets staking over 500 million Luna alone. It's nearly time. Hello, future. And if you guys did miss it, I told you guys to check out Stator Labs. 57.7k followers. This is a pretty big overall account but Again, we do see here, we are excited to announce that Stator Labs is coming to Hedera via the Hbar Foundation. Hbar holders will now be able to stake their tokens through Stator's solution and earn rewards on their tokens. And of course, we can read more a little bit about this. It's actually coming in Q2. It's early in Q2, by the way. I don't know if they're going to be releasing their Hedera staking with Stator, and maybe this is going to be their official one, but I don't know. We gotta wait for that to actually happen, but I'm still looking forward to just Hedera's insider staking to be released as well. But I think that this is incredible. I think that when we are talking about DeFi and staking in general, DeFi truly does spark the revolution in terms of individuals holding Hbar, staking it, earning that residual income. Individuals love that. Of course, we need to see what percentages we are giving because, like I said, I don't want to stake something that I'm earning 3%, 5%, something like that, around that range in terms of APY, because there's other protocols in this game. Like I even told you guys about Casper. Casper was doing like a 13% APR, which is incredible to say the least. But again, I think that this is great. And, I think that when we are talking about staking, it does bring a ton of demand to the ecosystem. And of course, Hedera's approach to implementing decentralized ledger technology is unique, and its focus on making transactions on the network fast, secure, and energy efficient resonates with Stator's purpose to expand the use of POS networks to the next billion users. The Hbar Foundation is focused on further and scalable adoption through the use of Stator as a middleware staking partner within the Hedera ecosystem. So I'm very excited to see this. I'm very happy to also see this as well. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of individuals that have been waiting for staking opportunities on Hedera for a very, very long time. And also, we do see here, hey, Hbar Foundation, this is what good marketing looks like by Solana, who sponsored Big Stage Lollapalooza and gave free NFTs, raising crypto awareness. And here's 0x Polygon with NFL Super Bowl. You have the largest crypto fund in the world. Learn to market effectively. And yes, this is exactly my main concern with Hedera. Hedera's been sort of, cast as this sort of enterprise, project, if you will. Like they're focused on the big money, if you will. But they haven't been really showing us any sort of cool factor. And I say cool factor in quotes because, a lot of these projects that are in the top 10 are, cool assets. And when I say that is, they're focused on, things like the Super Bowl or, Lollapalooza. Hbar doesn't really have, a cool factor to it. It's just kind of focused on, real world applications. They're building out solid things, but they just aren't marketing it correctly. I mean, even here, a great idea. Sponsor, music festivals, sports events, free NFT airdrops need to make Hedera sexy and outgoing. Hedera's image, to me, screams corporate and boring. That's just me, though. And we do see, yep, Hedera needs the cool factor. Doesn't take much. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? Like, it doesn't take much to get, Hbar, or I should say Hedera's name out there. They need to do that. Now, with that being said, this is a major concern. This is a major problem, and I do want to bring it up. And I think that if we are talking about marketing correctly done on Hedera, I think that we could really also, bolster some major money flowing in, and also a lot of, demand on, Hedera as a project, but also Hbar as a token that is powering Hedera. So definitely, if anyone out there that is, a higher up on Hedera is listening or, watching this, take that as a crucial critique of what to do and what to focus on. So focus on marketing. We do see here the POTUS executive order about crypto is published, and this part is super interesting. Within 6 months, they want to report on specific use cases related to climate change, including exchanging of liabilities for GHG emissions. Now, I do want to say this, okay? When we are focused on energy efficiency and we're talking about sustainability and stuff like that, you guys do see it here, they are focused on the report should also address the effect of cryptocurrencies consensus mechanisms on energy usage, including research into potential mitigating measures and alternative mechanisms of consensus and design trade-offs those may entail. Now, potential use case of blockchain that could support monitoring or mitigating technologies to climate impacts, such as exchanging of liabilities for greenhouse gas emissions, water, and other natural or environmental assets. Now, with this in mind, I've actually been talking to you guys a lot about energy transitions and stuff like that. Like we're even seeing here, shall submit a report to the president on the connections between DLT and short, medium, and long-term economic and energy transitions. The funny thing about this is, let's go back in time. Here's Power Transition. Power Transition is a microgrid management platform to transform how energy is used, managed, and traded by governments, businesses, and individuals. Now, this has 45 homes enabled in Corby, UK. This has not been updated for a very long time. Don't know if there's been more homes enabled. $19 billion microgrid, market estimate by 2024. 3 to 5 seconds Hbar finality, and we do see, the challenge that the Power Transition team wanted to enable a fair, direct peer-to-peer that can, unequivocally, sorry, I couldn't even talk, be trusted by all parties. Solution Hedera was the platform of choice for its stability and high throughput of the cryptocurrency Hbar. Now, with this in mind, this is focused on energy. And it is focused on sustainability as well, like we even see down here. Decentralized governance, security, and stability will be critical to the success of the Power Transition IMAS platform. Now, with this, we do see what their goal is. Okay, the past decade has drastically changed how we think about electricity. Technology has quickly improved while reducing cost in supporting tools like batteries and solar panels. At the same time, consumer behavior has shifted, placing an emphasis on green corporations and their own environmental footprints. We do see here, Power Transition believes that they have the ability to take it to the next era. They're driving to create a peer-to-peer energy trading and microgrid management platform. In short, this will start by allowing consumer homes to establish a microgrid, a local grid that can operate independently and create a marketplace between homes in times of excess and shortage. To solve for this, the Power Transition team wanted to enable individuals to trust each other with as little overhead as possible, well fit for a distributed ledger. Now, with all of this also, we do see the top 5 utility or global utility EDF joins Hedera Governing Council. Now, with this in mind, okay, we see EDF has undertaken to produce increasingly low, carbon electricity and achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. The Hedera network's computational efficiency as a proof-of-stake decentralized public network aligns with this goal and makes it the ideal platform on which to deploy energy use cases. EDF is going to be solving some major problems within energy as well. Within, we know that EDF is actually partnered with some other major names like even Energy Web Foundation, but this is going to foster in the green revolution within electricity and just utilities in general. And I'm not talking about utility tokens, I'm talking about utilities like water, sewer, stuff like that. In the near future, distributed computing will support increasingly decentralized electrical systems, complex supply chains, and exchange of digital assets, energy certificates, GHG credits, and more. Multiple pieces of the distributed ledger technology ecosystem will form the puzzle pieces that make this vision a reality. And all of this, I want you to all realize that they are also going to be exploring other use cases that leverage the technological advantages of speed and security that Hedera brings, because they are already extremely carbon neutral. Well, technically Hedera is carbon negative, but this is so incredible because we know that the governments in general are focused on green technology. They want to utilize crypto because they see the potential behind this, but there's a lot of concerns around energy sustainability and more so environmental sustainability. And with all of this in my mind, I definitely want you all to focus on the bigger picture here. Is Hedera going to be the next big thing in, energy, in crypto, etc.? I think that Hedera is building out their name. I think that they need to do a little bit more marketing. But for the most part, I will say this. Hedera is becoming the next big thing silently, behind the scenes. And I know everyone's focused on price. I get that. When we are talking about price action will follow, with mass adoption and, of course, these major use cases. But like I said, without proper marketing, this really isn't going to see some massive adoption in terms of price action like Solana did, for an example. But I will say this, with staking coming, with a lot of use cases coming, and with this new executive order that is really kind of focused on almost everything that Hedera is really kind of, already, that's huge, okay? And it really kind of prints the picture for you, evidently more clearer than anything, that Hedera is going to be a leading name in this space. And when we are talking about, the top 10 assets, I just don't see, some sort of proof of work mechanism that is, extremely not sustainable for the environment and extremely slow, expensive, congested as well as a network, I just don't see that being a top 10 asset. But I do believe that DLTs, utility gems, and stuff like that are going to be the main focus going forward. In fact, they already have been, but this executive order definitely shows us that and proves it to us. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.